Is it Esper or
It's
oh
Nihiloor. Do you want to read it?
yeah, Nihiloor. So he's 5 mana, 3/5. When he enters the battlefield, for each opponent, tap up to one untapped creature you control. When you do, gain control of target creatures that player controls with power less than or equal to the tapped creature's power for as long as you control Nihiloor. Whenever you attack with a creature an opponent controls, you gain 2 life, and that player loses 2 life.
With a creature, yeah, an opponent owns.
Oh, and sorry.
Yeah. So he wants this to be steal their creature's tribal.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, it's definitely doable, and I think it's going to be kind of fun. So he said he wants it to be mid-ranged valued, so kind of around like the 400 or 500 we normally do when we're not going like balls in on something. You know? So like not like a budget deck, but not too crazy.
So here's the thing. I think that we're gonna just end up running a lot of cards that like generically steal stuff, and less. I guess we're worrying less about his effect, like the actual stealing effect. Yours or mine? Yeah.
Okay. So continue. I was listening.
So, because like a lot of effects, like just like control, like the control magic type effects.
Oh god. Oh god. Here we go.
Oh, it's NIH Nihiloor. So,
Okay.
first thing comes to mind is Mind Flayer.
Mind Flare?
Yep, just Mind Flayer. He steals something.
Okay. And then there's also Royal Elemental. I like that one.
Ooh, Royal Elemental is hella good.
Yeah, that's whenever lands. Whenever you play a land, you get to steal something.
So how about this one?
Control magic, right?
Well, don't forget Agent of Treachery.
Oh my god, yeah, Agent of Treachery.
Your boy Thieving Amalgam.
Yeah, Thieving Amalgam. But remember, like, you know, it plays off of, like, you know, stuff that, like, a Thieving Amalgam. Oh, Thieving Amalgam, the one that exiles. Right. Right. I was thinking of this. I was thinking of Thieving Skydiver.
That one's still pretty good too. Steal their mana rocks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it goes with the theme, so I feel like we just play it because it's like with the theme, you know. Just like of stealing shit, and then we obviously want all the copies. Like we want Sakashima, and we want Spark Double because we want more of the ETB and it dealing more damage, and then probably maybe even trying to use Helm of the Host so that we could do it every turn. And maybe even just blinking him.
Oh, that's so gross.
What about like a Conjurer's Closet or something? That'd be kind of good, right? Oh no, we could play the new one, right? Teleportation Circle.
Yeah, or we could play the Thassa.
And also, we definitely want to play Deadeye Navigator and Thassa because both of those let us keep their creatures, right?
Yeah, let's say keep in mind with some of the stuff though, with us doing blinking, and because a lot of our creatures give it back. Well, a bunch of the thieving stuffs give it back once they if they come at leave play.
No, but the thing with Deadeye and Thassa is it says under our control. We blink their stuff.
Yeah. So
but then I'm talking about just blinking the commander, really.
Yeah.
And then we also have Teleportation Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see how that one's worded. Under its owner's control, but I mean it's still good just to blink our commander, really, for now. But what's the there's a 4-mana like fairy that steals a creature. What's that one called?
Oh, Sower of Temptation.
Sower?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sower of Temptation. Yeah.
Also, just run Mass Manipulation. Let's go. It's the first time.
Oh yeah.
It's so much mana, but if you have a lot of mana, it's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also Planeswalkers too. Beguiler of Wills that's an interesting one too. It's tap, gain control of target creature with power less than or equal to the number of creatures you control, and it's a wizard.
I like that.
A Hostage Taker, that's a good one too.
Hostage Taker.
That was the pirate.
Yes. But it exiles something, right?
Well, yeah, exiles another target creature artifact until it leaves play. Then you may cast it for as long as it remains exiled.
Oh, right. It gets so it's like kind of in the steal theme, and it's still there permanent.
Yeah. Uh, Merkeki Rai Beard, whatever her name is. She's from the she's not untapped during her untapped phase. You gain control of a target creature. If you lose control of that creature, it's the old. It's like the three Esper 3-mana tap. The 3-mana
Oh yeah, but the problem with her, Derek, is she doesn't untap.
Yeah, but doesn't matter.
She just steals something one time and
then we blink her. Then we blink her, and then she resets.
What is she called?
So it's MER. I'll see if she pops up. No, MERIE. There he is.
Yeah.
But if we're running all those blinky effects, then we can just blink her and reset her.
Also, in these kind of decks, I like High Market and Phyrexian Tower. Just to have like a sack outlet when you have creatures and you don't want to give them back.
Oh, well, I mean, if we're going this mean, do you want to run Send triplets?
I don't know about Send triplets.
What about Xanathar?
Oh yeah, Xanathar's cool. That lets us yeah, definitely Xanathar. I like Xanathar more. How you spell that? It's just X-A-N-A.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Guild King. I don't know about Send triplets. What we'll do is we'll put Send triplets in like the maybe board. Because that's like this card's got a stigma to it.
Yeah. Well, King Narfi's Betrayal. That has a way to cast things from our opponents.
What is it called?
It's King Narfi's, or Nafar, however you want to say it. It's the saga.
I think I like Gonti more.
I like Gonti, yeah. We could play Sepultural Primordial, because that steals a creature from everybody's graveyard.
Yes. How do you spell that?
Sepul.
It's right there.
Yeah. It's Sepultural Primordial.
Should we play Conjurer's Closet also? Because I feel like Blinking is really good in this deck. Oh, Dauthi Voidwalker.
Yeah, that's true.
There's also creatures that like deal damage. Isn't there like there's like the
Night Veil Spectre.
Sanity, and yeah, Night Veil Spectre. I think I like those.
Yeah, Night Veil Spectre and Thief of Sanity.
Yeah.
Because those are specters. Specters were all about like attacking and getting stuff after.
On my opposition agent, cough cough. That sounds horrible. Dragonlord Soulmguard, that steals something.
Yeah, that it does, yep.
We'll breaker, but we have to target things, so I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, Jissa, the new Jissa, when something dies, we get. Yeah. Oh no, but that. Oh no, we get the card or we get a token of the card.
No,
we get the actual card.
Yeah.
See, Dean was looking for Grave Betrayal, because Grave Betrayal's actually really good in here.
Yep.
Because you get all their stuff back, and Jissa is kind of like a bad version of that. Empress Galena, that steals legendaries.
Oh,
it steals any legendary permanent, and it's permanent. Read this fucking card.
Yeah, no, I know that thing.
I own one. I used to have this in Gissengerolf, but it was too mean. Oh wait, I didn't add it. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta check on price also. Yeah. This is still pretty decently cheap.
What about Helm of Possession? It's an interesting artifact. You may choose not to untap it, but it's 2 mana, sacrifice a creature, gain control of target creature as long as you control Helm of Possession. So basically, you could sack your opponent's creatures to steal something else.
Do you think we're gonna have enough fodder for that though?
The creatures that we steal are fodder. Like we don't need it anymore
I don't know.
because it's just
That's a maybe for me, dog.
I mean, the whole deck revolves around stealing our opponent's creatures. Why would we not have a creature to sack to activate it?
I guess, yeah. What is it called again?
It's called Helm of Possession. Because we steal a creature.
Yeah, I know this card. What's his face plays this in tokens. Joe, that hasn't been there for a while. Hold on, there's this card, Lorcon. Whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may pay life equal to its mana value. If you do, put it onto the battlefield under your control.
Yeah. He's cool. Actually, I kind of like him too.
Lorcon Warlock. I mean, you take a lot of life doing it, though, is the problem.
I mean, we could, but then you can also just play Rise of the Dark Realms.
What about Aetherios, the one that puts a bounty counter on something?
Oh, then it dies and you get it?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be terrible.
I think Aetherios is pretty cool. Man, people, like, looking at the list, like, people run some mean shit in this. Like Notion Thief and fucking Opposition Agent. Because Opposition Agent is good in this deck, I get it. Like, it is actually good because you get to steal their shit. But that's kind of mean.
Rose class lets you play stuff from people's kind of
There's got to be some more spells that do it. Oh, like you just steal from their oh my god. Hold on, I got to read this.
You mean bribery? That's expensive, but blatant thievery is kind of cool.
I mean, we put some $20 cards in here. Like, we could put bribery in here. Bribery and then blatant thievery is the other one. Oh my god. Not that version. Not that version. Okay.
But it's blatant thievery is for one for each player. Where each opponent gain control of target permanent that player controls.
How do you spell it?
Blatant is B-L-A-T-A-N.
There we go.
Definitely probably want to run Felwar Stone in here because just for activated abilities our opponents would have.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Reigns of Power until untap all creatures. No. Faded Return. Necromantic Selection, no. Gain control of target creatures with converted mana cost X or less. What do you think about this one? Entrancing Melody.
Oh yeah, no, I like that one. I was reading that one first as well. I was like, that one could be interesting.
Rise of the Dark Realms.
Yeah, I mentioned that one before. We could.
I like that.
I mean, Memnarch is like the ultimate Steely Boy too.
How does that work? You have to just pay mana, right?
Yeah, it's you gain control of target artifact, but it's 3 mana to make something an artifact.
I like that.
And it's permanently an artifact. It's not to the end of the turn.
That sounds really good to me. So, also, we should play Mind's Dilation.
Gilded Drake.
Wait, no, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. Yeah, Mind's Dilation, 100%.
Yeah, that's the one that gets you for free.
Off their library. The enchantment that does it, yeah, every time. No, we're not putting Gilded Drake in. We have Control Magic. I think we can also play the 5 mana one, Mind Control.
Mm-hmm.
That one's okay. What about Corrupted Conscience? The one that gives infect? Should we play that?
We steal something huge.
I think so. I think so. That sounds good to me. Grafted Identity. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature, enchant creature, you control enchanted creature, and it gets +1/+1. Abduction. When it comes into play, you control enchanted creature. When enchanted creature is put into a graveyard, return that creature to play under its owner's control.
It's owners though, so it's not under your control.
A curse. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, that player reveals a card from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. Put the card into the battlefield under your control. That player puts... Yeah, but the problem with this curse is it's only one player.
What about Inevitable Betrayal? That's the...
Debtor's Knoll is kind of funny. The one that, like, just at the beginning of your upkeep, you just get to put a creature from any graveyard into play. What is Debtor's Knoll again?
The what?
What is Debtor's Knoll? What did you say? What did you say? What card?
Inevitable Betrayal. That's the really bad suspend theft card.
Oh yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. Oh yeah, Treachery. Oh my god, Treachery is almost $100. Legacy's a lure. So
then besides going 2 more, I think we should start looking at just filling up with like protection spells to make sure that we get to do what we want to do.
I like Confiscate though, because it gets any permanent.
So before we fill, I think we want to make sure we get our spell package in here, or some type of like interaction. I guess we don't need as much creature removal because we're going to be stealing creatures, and that's kind of our way of removing them is by taking control of them.
What do you think about Debtor's Knell?
That's gets a random creature from a creature from a graveyard.
It's not random. It's
I like that. I like that card. It's just,
you just choose. It's any.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of mana, but it seems kind of good in this deck.
But it just sits out there and does stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that this deck's going to be good with Solemn and some of the creatures that draw. Like, have a pseudo, like, ETB, like, good cards, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I think Solemn's good for sure. And then maybe, like...
Tom, we could play Soul Herder if we're playing some Blink stuff.
Oh, yeah, I like Soul Herder.
Because he also just gets kind of big.
I mean, it's not a ton of Blink stuff, but... I mean, Soul Herder's okay. Does he say under your control? Owner's control.
So we don't blink them, but yeah. But I guess it's at least for...
Mull Drifter. What's the other one? Cloud, what's the guy that draws 2 and you gain 2 life?
Yeah,
Cloud Blazer?
Yeah.
Sludge Monster's also kind of annoying. Do you know what that card is?
Sludge Monster?
Read this card.
Oh, that's that new one, right? The slime can to one. Target creature, not. That can be pretty annoying.
Else would be good. What are we at? We're at like 300, so we still got a good amount of money.
Palancron.
No. Unless he wants to do that, I mean. See, Kaiga's when it dies, but like it's kind of hard to do that, right? But should we play it just because it's good? The Dragon Spirit, this thing?
But like, I think that's gonna be like end up being one of the first things when we go to the cuts.
Yeah.
Because like without like we have 2 sack outlets kind of so far, but like if we don't, then it's does feel great. What about extract brain as like an X spell?
Extract brain. What is it?
So target, it's like blue, black, and X. Target opponent chooses X cards from their hand. You look at those cards. You may cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost.
I'm not big into that. I don't like the one time.
What about Panharmonicon? Because a lot of our stuff are like, we have a lot of ETB effects, and so Panharmonicon doubles them.
Not like a ton.
I mean, kind of do. It's kind of like a mix, half and half.
I think I'd rather Lithoform Engine. And just like copy it every turn. And like be able to use this card more because it's a better card. I like Damn. Damn's really good.
We should get our counter package in. Because like I said, we probably won't have to go too crazy on removal because like our creatures and spells are stealing everything.
Gonna play the counter spell.
Oh, you just want it right there.
We definitely want Sublime Epiphany in this deck. Actually, you don't even need to play. We could do Counter Squall and Dovin's Veto.
Yeah. We get to play the big boy ones.
Also, we're playing white, so Anguish Unmaking.
Yeah, that's getting up there in price too.
Generous kit, it's fine.
Oh, do you want to play Baleful Strix?
I don't think so.
Alright.
So also Generous Gift. There was like a new card that pops a permanent, and I can't remember what it's called. Vindicate's also good. Man, these colors have the best fucking removal.
Yeah, because we also still have like Mortify if we really want to run it, and or D-Spark. I kind of like D-Spark in some instances because it hits a lot. Or Utter End is just exile target, non-land permanent.
Oh no, Utter End's way better. I like Utter End. Okay. Is there any other weird... Is there any other removal spells we want to play? There's Council's Judgment. I know that there was some new white cards that I was hyped about, and I can't remember what they were.
Do you want to
definitely...
Do you want to run at least Swords of Plowshare?
Yeah.
And Smothering Titties, if he wants to drop the money on it. God, it's so much. Remember when it was like $8?
Smothering Tithe. Actually, we might stay away from that because
We haven't even done
we
lands yet.
we still have to get into the lands, and it's an Esper deck.
Yeah,
So
let's get some mana rocks in here.
okay, so we have this Solemn, and that's about it for now.
So yeah, Solemn, let's just Soul Ring, Arcane Signet. We get to run all the signets, Azorius, Demir, or Zav.
What's the talismans called? Because they actually just reprinted this one.
I think all of them except Progress, because Progress is still 15. It's Hierarchy and Dominance. Yeah, that needs a reprint real bad.
Play Thought Puzzle. Also like Phyrexian Arena. And probably Reclamation too, just to have some way to get things back, just in case.
Also, Agadeem's Awakening seems good.
Oh yeah, I love Agadeem's. It's also kind of getting expensive, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh.
Maybe not. How much is Seagate Restoration?
Malakir Rebirth is probably still pretty decent. Yeah, even that one's getting up there too.
Yeah, maybe not. Definitely Glasspool Mook though.
Oh yeah, Glass, because yeah, where we have a lot of creatures. And like I said, Malakir Rebirth I still like. It's that 1 mana basic kind of protection and lets us kind of blink.
Okay. That plus Solemn is good. So let's get into the lands. So
Command
Watery
Tower.
Grave.
Little command tower. Let's get tower in there first. Yo, you want to talk about how Godless Shrine is the most expensive of the 3 lands right now? Black, white.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You know what's also funny is I don't have a Blood Crypt for Prosper yet.
Yeah.
Just the one it's just the one I don't have, and the store doesn't have it.
It's
Yeah,
Watery Grave, Godless Shrine, and
Hallowed Fountain. I also like Exotic Orchard in this kind of build, just because we do have stuff for opponents. Vault of Champions is only like $8.
What are the other ones? Morphic Pool and...
Well, yeah, those are the pricey ones, and Sea of Clouds?
Sea of Clouds isn't too bad. Morphic Pool is the...
Well, I think Sea of Clouds is the original Battlebond one, so it probably is going to be up there. I think it's not as bad, but...
Okay.
Caves of Koilos is the Pain Land.
The question is...
I think the other ones are the ones that like suck. But you can
What are the other ones?
It's Underground River.
And then it's... what's the other one?
Shit, what's the blue-white one?
I forget.
Shit. I know what the artwork. It's got like silvery pillars on it. Attakar Waste. another one that's
Let's
been reprinted in a hot minute.
play all the temples.
So it's silence. Deceit. And enlightenment.
Yeah?
What?
What is this getting printed in?
Oh,
one of the
Crimson Vow
commander. And then the filters. It's I always forget. It's Sunken Hollow? No, that's that one. What are the filters called? Fetid?
It's
Fetid pool?
It's fetid pool.
Yeah.
Um,
No, fetid. No, it's not fetid pools.
Fetid Heath. Fetid Heath.
Yeah, that's one. Sunken Ruins?
Is it? I almost said Mystic Sanctuary. No, it's Darkwater Catacombs.
Sunken Ruins. I got that one.
And then Darkwater.
Oh, Darkwater Catacombs is the Signet Land.
Oh no, those are the. Never mind. Those are Sunken Ruins.
I need the
Mystic
the
Gate.
blue.
Mystic Gate.
Mystic
That's what
Gate.
it is. I always remember the artwork, and I can never picture it like the actual name. I do like the artwork. It has like a kind of weird feel to it. Looking at it.
Definitely Hall of Heliod's Generosity. We have a lot of important enchantments. Also, maybe just Volt, like the one that gives lifelink Death Touch, just because we can.
You know,
And we're going to be attacking with their creatures.
True. That's getting up there in price too. Oh, but that's right. I forgot we're getting at that version of it too. Now, how do you feel about the
Ooh, we're at 600. We're gonna have to cut down a little bit.
So what do you feel about like instead of like
I say we should just cut the battle bond lands.
Well, if you replace them with like the slow lands, the ones that enter unless you control 2 or more other lands. I guess they're not great early on, but maybe not the worst.
We need to cut some stuff out. See, this isn't even.
Oh, so yeah, that's gonna be up there. Oh, I guess it's not as much as I thought it was gonna be.
But what else is expensive here that we might need to?
It's actually lands are not as expensive as I thought it would end up being.
Yeah, they're only 179.
Maybe we could cut bribery. Because bribery, I guess you kind of have to know what your opponent has in their deck for who the target. At least the other one's
so good. Though.
As good as it is good if you know what the opponent has in their deck. If you don't, then you might just not get something super great. Because at least everything else steals stuff in play. And like I said, we're just looking for things to cut. That's just a real pricey card that's like, it's good but not super needed.
Let's just see what the total ends up being.
So we have how many lands currently?
21 plus 2 MDFCs. So 23.
Mm-hmm. We are mostly blue-black-ish, it looks like.
We are also not really playing a good amount of draw.
We could go back to, we could do our, what's it, the Chemist's Insight and Deep Analysis tend to be our favorites for, or if you want to add just like a blue sun in, just as a
or
big,
like, maybe like a Greed or like a... I kind of like Greed. But we don't really gain life back well.
Oh yeah, we do, with our commander.
Oh, so then Greed is good then.
Greed is good was a cheat code.
So, what other lands do you want to play? The slow lands you said. What are those called?
Yeah, if you want to run those, so we have Shattered Sanctum. Oh, it's probably because they're not out yet. Deserted Beach. And Shipwreck Marsh. And I think we just do the rest basic.
Okay. It's looking like a majority blue.
Yeah, it looks mostly blue-black, honestly.
Oh, do we want... Oh, I guess we can't really play Urborg. It's kind of expensive.
Yeah. We have few white cards, but we still need enough just to be able to play stuff. So I put most of it in blue and black, and most of it into blue.
So maybe like... No, it's too much.
Take out some swamps.
Five and 5.
That makes it the 37. 36.
Seems good.
And then what's our total count?
107. We gotta cut 7 cards. I think we can cut this to save some money. Yeah. Like, I know it's really strong, but, like, it's also kind of salt-inducing, and, you know, you would have to buy one.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings it down to almost 600 already. Under 600.
That's why I also would make the argument for bribery, too. Bribery's annoying to get, and it's expensive. I know it's good,
but it's also better. I think this card's better, at least. Because this lets you get their best thing. As Kalina's just stealing their commander all the time permanently, and this steals their best thing.
But usually your commander is your best thing.
Not always. Not if you're playing Eldrazi and you go steal their Blightsteel Colossus or something.
Yeah.
Or like if you're playing against my Tatiova deck, then you could steal my Verdant Sun Avatar. Or like the Verdant Blue, whatever, the triple mana boy.
But yeah, we probably get to go down a few creatures. We do have a lot of them. Or unless you want to drop something else. Because maybe 30 is, or 29 is a decent amount, considering one of them's kind of a spell. Land.
We only have to cut 6 cards.
So we have 11 sources of ramp. I think it should be good. Right. 4. And then
yeah,
Solemn.
11. Yeah, because of Solemn, yeah. Maybe we don't need swords.
Yeah, we can take swords out.
Because we have the best already.
Like I said,
I like this card.
Like I said, I don't think creatures are going to be too huge an issue, just because again we have so many.
Do you think this is too memey, or do you think this is actually good?
Yeah, I think it's a little too memey.
I think it's better to just care about the things in play. But like this is a good one because at least it does like keeps doing it. Same thing with this, and same thing with the Jissa.
Yeah. Oh,
so
Tom, we forgot about the best one, Turgid.
Stop it. Get some help.
Imagine you play Send Triplets and you play Demonic Tier to get Turgid and just make sure nobody has fun.
No! Oh, what was the one that I took out called? Glenelendra?
No, Glenelendra...
No, it was fuck, what was it called that I took out?
The Steely one?
Yeah. Fuck.
Steals Legendaries.
Hold on, I'll find it. I'm just gonna put it in the sideboard because it is good. It's just
Empress Galena.
Yeah. I think that and Rise of the Dark Realms deserve the sideboard. Or the maybe board, I mean.
so she is now her Oracle text to Merfolk Noble.
Yes. She's a good card. It's just kind of memey. Okay, so four cards to cut. So do you think we need this really?
Nah.
It doesn't really do anything with our commander, and like it goes with the theme, but I think that these are all just better.
Oh, ew. I see.
What?
So Empress Galena, and then you main board Leyline of Singularity, so every permanent is legendary.
Yeah.
Well, all non-lands are legendary, so now it just takes whatever you want to.
I used to play her in Rubina.
More like we're stupid.
Hey, don't be mean, okay?
You're the one that's mean.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. I don't think this is that great.
I guess if we don't care about the blinking, we could take him out.
Well, we have two other sources of blinking. Right? Am I thinking right? Well, we have Deadeye Navigator, we have this, and the Thassa. And I think those are fine. So two more.
I guess Aetherios is still cool because even if we don't control what lives and dies, things can still just live and die.
Yeah, and it's at the beginning of your end step. Yeah, it gets to be every end step. Yeah, even though we're not playing like a fuck ton of control, we're mostly just like protecting our board. Also, this is just supposed to be like a fun concept. Like it's not supposed to be like broken or anything, you know? Like just stealing their stuff. Two more cards. Oh, should we play Manamo?
Oh,
The one that untaps the legendary?
That's actually not cheap.
It's not bad.
It used to not be cheap. Oh, I guess it's a little bit better now. Oh, I had a list printing, that's why.
No, it was in Mystery Boosters.
Or Mystery Booster. I just saw a little symbol at the bottom, like, oh, alright, so. Bitch used to be expensive.
Still like $13. We just won't play it.
Yeah, here's the thing where I like every card in this list.
Me too.
What's the price we're at right now? Scroll up.
585. So it's not that bad. It's about where we build decks.
Mm.
And that's about like where Dean does his stuff too, so. Well, like his decks that he puts more money into. I should like these cards that permanently steal things. And don't have like an enchantment attached to it.
Do you want to drop one of the enchantment
This one gets
ones?
a permanent. This one is a cheap one. That one's the infect. Mind control is... Yeah, I guess we could cut this one then. Maybe. But these kind of work better than the creatures sometimes, right? Because they're harder to deal with.
But we have but I think we're easier to recur our creatures. Like, we have a recursion for both, but Phyrexian Reclamation is way better than
And also
Heliod's.
Debtor's Null.
Yeah, so I'd rather keep the enchantments.
Plus we're playing Phyrexian Tower and High Market. So what are you saying? You'd rather keep what?
So I'd rather keep creatures over the enchantments because it's easier for us to get more of them back. Because Hall of Heliod gets us one back on top of our deck, while our other reanimation either gets it put right back into play or right back into our hand. And maybe we get rid of Memnarch. Maybe it's just that one's too, like, we don't have the infinite mana dump into it, so it just seems like a really expensive mana sink.
No, it still seems good to me because it just gets to keep doing it, and it's permanent.
Yeah.
It's permanent. Like 7 mana to just steal something every turn is not the worst in
Or
the world.
4 mana to take something that's already an artifact.
Yeah. I don't know. It still seems kind of good to me. I like the ones that can just constantly do it. Like, that sounds really good to me.
Like Beguiler of Wills. Because Beguiler of Wills is like up at the top. That also just gains control.
Mhm.
God, Agent of Treachery is stupid.
Maybe it's the Voidwalker because we only get to steal one thing, and we're not like reanimating it a ton.
Sure, yeah. Because a lot of time it feels like we're gonna want to cast like a nice spell out of it instead. All right, let's give this bad, terrible deck a play that no one's gonna want to play against.